Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis. With me today is Seth Geist and John McTavish. How you guys doing?
What's going on, brothers?
Doing well, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about our cigar review today.
That's right. So today we are talking about the Camacho Distillery Edition Connecticut Toro. Cigar 6-inch by 50 ring gauge, comes out of the Diadema Cigars de Honduras factory in Honduras. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Connecticut. Binder is Honduran Corojo. Filler is from Honduras and the Dominican Republic. Price point is $9.25, and the cigar was released in June of 2019. So with all that out of the way, John, what was your overall experience like?
This was really good. Now, when we get into scores, it's going to be a little confusing because people will be like, Surgeon, it didn't seem like you really like this cigar. But that's not true. I actually really like this cigar. And we were talking in the green room. Seth asked if this cigar surprised anyone. It shocked me. And not because I'm not expecting Camacho to make a good cigar. It shocked me because I was not expecting a cigar this good out of nowhere. I really haven't heard anything about this. No one's really talked about it. And I've certainly had the experience of smoking a lot of bourbon or barrel infused cigars over the last little while. And I would say my takeaway is this is one of the best bourbon barrel aged or barrel aged cigars that I've smoked in a long time. And they might have dialed it into perfection or as close to perfection as you can get without overwhelming the profile. I mean, it was a shade with the exact amount of bourbon that you want that didn't take away the profile of the shade. And that's got to be really, really tough to dial in. Sadly, my draw was freaking awful. It was just tight as a mofo. Not quite McDonald's milkshake tight, but just about to that point. Weirdly, it didn't seem to affect the burn at all. I did have to do a relight in the last third. But yeah, no issues with the draw. Seth, what was your overall experience like?
I don't think I've ever had anyone compare the draw to a McDonald's milkshake, and I think it's perfect. I've never thought about it until you said it. I was like, man, he's got it.
Wait, stoit.
It's just, I was. It's been a while since I smoked a Camacho Connecticut, but I kind of have I remember the Camacho Connecticut's, and this just blew me away. I was completely shocked by this cigar, in a positive way. I thought the flavor profile was fantastic. You could pick up the barrel-aged tobacco while at the same time you were getting that Connecticut wrapper, and it was just, sorry, I was burping from dinner. I just thought it was
Good job on the mute there. That was pro level. Very impressive.
it was pro level. I just thought it had a great beginning. It just kept solid throughout. Really, really enjoyed this smoking experience. Good flavors. What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, I thought the first two thirds were really good. I mean, it had a really nice balance of flavors. In regards to the barrel aging, I didn't get any other notes that would make me think it's barrel aged other than if the oak was the forefront to what was the tobacco was picking up, because I got a lot of nice oak components out of it. But the final third kind of dropped down, had a little bit of dryness, some char, and some bitterness to it, so kind of didn't finish on a high note. But the first two thirds were pretty good. And I would definitely come back to this cigar. It's really nice Connecticut shade. People that are fans of Connecticut shade, I think, would really enjoy this. If you like a kind of an oak forward smoking profile, it'd be a great cigar to go to. So I was definitely impressed by this cigar. So let's get into the score. Start at the top with Seth, 7.37. I gave it a 6.62. John gave it a 6.27. So how that 7.37 match up for you, Seth?
Yeah, I think it really lines up. I agree with it. I was shocked that it scored as well as it did, but I was really impressed with the cigar. I think the flavor profiles were really lovely. I had great construction. I kind of, I got some more from Havana Phil's, and he says like a lot of guys buy these, and at first I was just kind of like laughing about it, like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, I can see why a lot of guys pick these up and smoke them. I really can. I can see them getting behind these.
Yeah.
So I'm behind it.
Yeah, my 6.62 matches up well. I mean, it was definitely a good flavor profile. Had a little bit of issue with the burn. It was a little wavy. Had to do a touch up. Draw was perfect. Otherwise, it would have been bumped up even more. But yeah, man, I would smoke these frequently. And I don't think it just has to be like it's not just because you want to smoke something mild or something in the morning. I think you could smoke it, definitely through most of the day. Maybe not in like a after dinner or late evenings type of cigar, but it's good otherwise. John, 6.27.
Yeah, so circling back to my comments earlier, this cigar deserves a better score than that, and I would say that it's really that draw and the slight construction issue that I had that's holding it back. I had the same experience as you did, Aaron, in the last third. I think the last third kind of dropped off a little bit, but if this had the draw that I think it should, this would be scoring in the high sixes, like a 6.75 for me. These are an easy rebuy. And I would, like you said, I would happily smoke these at just about any time of the day. Yeah, I mean, really, really good cigar. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so I'm interested in trying the other lines now,
Yeah.
but I'm wondering if I'm being set up for disappointment. Like the Connecticut's probably going to be the best one out of the group.
I've heard the Corojo's good.
Oh,
I've heard
okay.
the Corojo's
I do
really
like
good.
I do like the Camacho Corojos, like the
And
normal Corojos. So
And they put the barrel aged tobacco in the binder on the Corojo.
Okay.
nice.
So, and then in the Ecuador, isn't it Ecuador? I think they did
Yeah.
an Ecuador. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that one's kind of back in the filler.
Okay.
So, I think June would love these.
Yeah, we might have to pick some.
He missed
pick some of
out.
the other lines up.
You
for
missed
this.
out, but I
Yeah.
mean, listen. I mean, we'll smoke them when we're up at Camp Camacho. I'm just kidding, guys. We're not loving
Call,
it. because we're
call
gonna-
me. Call me. Call me.
Dylan and Eddie, give us a call.
I'm
Yep.
just saying, man. I've never been to the camp. I'd be excited to go. No, I'm just kidding.
It's never been to Honduras.
Nah,
I think
it's true. I've
you're the
actually
place to
never been to
go with-
Honduras.
I think it's supposed to go too if we're gonna go to Honduras.
On my cigar bingo card, Honduras is the one I got to check off yet.
There you go.
All right. If you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. We'll also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Distillery edition.